Okay, so good morning, everyone. I'm going to talk about ocean analysis workshop which held last year, and the following step, which is we're trying to set up a new intercomparison exercise. Okay, the outline of my talk is the following one. First, I will give you some words about the first intercomparison exercise that been done some years ago, because we think it's important to remember when we start and from where we are. Then I give you a brief example of the outcome of this kind of intercomparison exercise, and this example, this is the ocean monitoring indicator. Then I will present the workshop itself and on what we have discussed, and some words about what we are trying to propose for the 3-4 next year. Here we are talking about ocean analysis, but the term exact is more marine environment ocean, because we are dealing with what we call a blue, white, and green ocean. Blue is the temperature, salinity, velocity, and waves. White ocean, this is all which deal with sea ice, and the green ocean is for biochemical model and higher level trophic, like the presentation of the micronecton on Monday, for example. Okay, first the history, we can say. One of most famous intercomparison exercise for ocean was the RIP, and it was designed in 2011. This is international comparison, and this exercise was based on the essential oceanic variable. It means that it's split variable by variable, and in front of we have a list of product, and there are many studies dealing with these different variables. From that, we have a long list of scientific papers. We have the reference one with Basmaceda et al. In 2015. And I think this is very rich in terms of what we have learned for ocean reanalysis. I will give you 3 examples here. 3 examples. The first one is, for example, on the steric sea level, the paper of Andreas Torto et al. And we show that there is a clear, significant high correlation between the different products, and also for these variables, the ocean reanalysis outperforms most of the time the objective analysis. But there still remain a large uncertainty for annual trend. This is typically the kind of information we can have thanks to this kind of exercise. Another example was the sea ice. Concerning the sea ice, there is a different paper also. Here I mentioned 2 of them, paper of Chevalier et al. And Uoltilia et al. What they show that there is a real good agreement between the different reanalysis in terms of sea ice concentration estimation. It's something expected because we assimilate sea ice and or sea surface temperature and mainly control the sea ice concentration, but it's always good to mention something which works well. And also we can mention that most of the time the multi-approach of reanalysis give better information compared to individual reanalysis. So playing with ensemble reanalysis is something crucial, I think. And the last one, this is Atlantic overturning circulation. Here I select 2 papers also. This is something more complicated for ocean reanalysis for the moment. In some paper, it's been shown that reanalysis have stronger hammock and a lot of variation between the different members. But if we look at some specific regions, like in 25 at rapid data, 26, sorry, north, there is a good agreement because there is a lot of data here and the Reanalysis are well controlled. So this is this kind of information which is very important for us. To summarize the general outcome of the present exercise, one of measure is we should keep in mind that Reanalysis, ocean reanalysis are most of the times only information for many areas of ocean and particularly in the past. And also it's important to keep this intercomparison, to make the intercomparison on a regular basis, to have an estimation of the state of the art on where we are and what we can say. Component by component, we also notice that for the Argo period, it's easier for ocean analysis because of there is plenty of data. There is many more data, in situ data, compared to the previous year. We have good results also in terms of chlorophyll for the green ocean, but there is still some challenge in terms of data assimilation because there are few data. And white ocean analysis for sea ice. I mean, the sea ice extent is particularly well represented, but there is still some issue, and thickness should be taken carefully. Okay, so based on that, last year we were organized at Toulouse. First of all, from all these outcomes, we can derive some ocean monitoring indicator, which gave us an information on the health of the ocean. And thanks to the different studies, scientific study, we can be confident of some of them. And now we use them routinely to propose monitoring of the health of the ocean. Here I show you just some examples, for example, for the heat content trend, also the hammock variability at the rapid section, or sea level trend and sea ice volume anomaly. This is something we are able to propose now, and we are confident to use Reanalysis to give some information on these different aspects of ocean. Okay, now I'm switching to the ocean Reanalysis workshop which held last year. This ocean analysis dealing with 3 components of the ocean. The main objective of the workshop was first to establish or to try to make a dynamic on different connection between the different specialists and different groups. We also want to establish the different requirements, particularly for historical reanalysis, and also we want to discuss on future improvement between each other. And the last but not the least, we want to refine the different user need, because we are since several years we have people downloading Reanalysis, doing things with the data, and we interested to know what there is a real need. In terms of participation, we are voluntarily limited to 60 people to try to encourage the discussion, but all will be available online, and people can participate also online. In terms of agenda, this is split in 3 sessions. One dealing with different applications, because this is something maybe new if we're looking at compared to the 10 last year. And the second session was targeting the evaluation and the status of different analyses, and we try to show the strength and the weakness, and also to make a link with the climate community, which is a user of this ocean Reanalysis. And the third session, the last one, dealing with the future improvement, And here we are talking about what it's used for ocean analysis, for example, atmospheric forcing, observation, and also what we can be improved on the different component of reanalysis. Just some highlight, we're also a survey before the meeting and a Slido poll during the meeting. What is the major interest is always the same, but it's normal. This is a request of a user of higher resolution, longer, and more uncertainty. Basically, user want all, and that's it. In terms of registration, we are more 1,000 registrations, so we're very happy of that. And also, we try to encourage the discussions, and we have the poster session, but in different places, and even during the cocktail session, etc. We have twice a poster in twice place to encourage all this discussion. Okay, if I go session by session on what has been presented, the first session dedicated to the application. Here we have some presentation, for example, on different regional process study. For example, Dylan and Maya download 100-degree Copernicus Reanalysis and perform different study on various subjects, and it presents this. We have also many applications using marine heat wave, because this is something very important nowadays. We have presentation with how I can interact with analysis, because this is a new user for us and one of most important, I think. We have also some application of have an estimation of the evolution of the weight height along the coast, and this using a wave reanalysis product. And last example is for the turtle trajectory. People upload the velocity field and try to have a modelization of the young turtle trajectory to try to look at and to understand the evolution of the species, of this species. This is the application. In terms of, after another session, the second day was dedicated for the evaluation. This is something maybe more classical for us. We start with a global status of the blue reanalysis with a presentation of the use key, for example, for the Japan reanalysis. We have also presentation of SODA on ECHO and on the Copernicus Marine with the 100-degree and the multimodal reanalysis, where, for example, the CMCC and the ORAS file of SMWF was included. We have two presentations of the statute of reanalysis on the wave reanalysis, given by Lotfi and Maureen. And after we go different component by component with a BGC status also of reanalysis and higher trophic level with micronecton, as Olivier has presented Monday. And the last part, to finish the day, we have the status on what it use and what is the need for the decadal prediction and also the seasonal forecast to validate the model, but also to propose some initial condition and to try to better understand the need and what we miss with the product we have for the moment. And the last session was dedicated to the future improvement of reanalysis. We have some presentation given by Hans and Laura, for example. I just put a snapshot. This is the same slide you have presented, so it means the plan has not changed. It's a good thing. We have also some important input is the river, the freshwater, for the freshwater budget and the different river on the world. And we have a nice work presented on the model performance and the future for this model. After more classical, we have the numerical model and data simulation method. What we can do to better address some subject, like, for example, the bottom circulations, which is something poorly constrained because there is few data. This is an example, and also the different on data assimilation method. And the last but not the least, we have a different talk concerning the description of the observation available and what it will be done in the future for so in situ from temperature salinity, from Team Boyer and BGC programs. Based on that, we have a different outcome. One concerning the high resolution, I already say, and it's clear that there is a clear need on high resolution, especially for regional model for coastal application, and if it includes all components, biochemistry and wave, it's something very important. We know that the 100-degree perform also well, and we are pretty happy of that. And we need also information concerning the uncertainty. Concerning long-time series, of course, we need an ensemble approach due to the lack of observation in the past. This is the only way to propose a real good information in terms of quality. And to go to future improvement model, we are talking a lot about bias correction method to try to also limit the impact of the observation network in our analysis. And we'll talk a lot about the assimilation on the green ocean, because there is few data, it's complicated, and method should be found. Another outcome, and I would say one major, is we decide to launch a new intercomparison exercise because 10 years ago was RIP, so we think it's time. But the difference is the idea here is we try to orient by use case. It means it's more user-oriented and not splitting by variable by variable. Sorry. We want including all the marine component as a global and regional scale, because we saw that it's something very important, regional information, and the added value is something which should be taken into account. And also, of course, using the state-of-the-art of the different analysis. It was what we decided. So, based on that, just after our workshop, we put all the material in free access, so you can go on the website and upload the different presentation, also look at the recorded presentation. And we have published a paper in BAMS, a Young et al. Paper, to summarize what we have discussed during this workshop. And this paper was published last spring. And now the objective is for 2024 design this new objective, this new intercomparison, and for 2024 design and 2025 trying to start this new intercomparison. I give you just some words. This new intercomparison is called Marine Environmental Analysis Evaluation Project, MARIP. This is the name we have decided from the moment. Concerning the schedule, as already said, it starts from this workshop last year. We have the summary paper. During this summer, we have had 2 brainstorming with a video conference and also Google Doc, and we have some exchange on different ideas, on different input. We have submitted this MARIP as a United Decade Nation program, and come back later. And during October, we have begun to discuss on the general organization. And the idea is now try before the end of the year. It will be complicated, but we will try to finalize the discussion and to propose a final structure for this project to try to start in 2025. Okay, MRIP and United Decade. This project has submitted end of August, and we are waiting the feedback for the moment, but we are quite optimistic. The idea is offering an international framework from different participants, but be careful, there is no direct funding. This is just the framework we want and we want proposed. Marie and Chouchoué are PI, and we have a partner who have already joined this effort, and you are encouraged, if you are interested, to join the project. It's not closed. We have submitted the project, but a new partner can be added during the year. This program also is supported by different initiatives like Copernicus, OPC, GCOS, and Ocean Prediction Project. And when we have some news concerning the submission and the acceptance, we keep you informed as soon as possible, because we know it's important to have this framework in place to propose something for some institute. Roughly some main structure concerning this project. This project dealing only with the evaluation and not with the production. The production center do their job, and we are trying to find solution for repository, but the project is really concerning the evaluation, classifying by case study, and from this case study you have scientific validation using essential ocean variable, etc., and proposing some metrics definition. They go to, it's strongly linked, these two things. And maybe the main difference compared to the previous project is that we try to propose some what we call final outcomes. It means we want to propose some recommendation or good practice, or also sharing tools. Because we know that now people are uploading, downloading the data, and we will avoid to have bad use of this kind of this data. And this is something crucial for us for now. We are beginning to work on a different, I don't go through, but on different use case classified by section, subsection, and we are discussing for currently on this different point. In terms of calendar, during this month, participant can modify the main use case, where it's open, and it's a really collaborative project, and there is no something really leading. We are just trying to organize that. And the participant can contact us or each other to discuss on strategy or share tools on how they want to proceed. During December, we try to finalize this organization and the structure, and to have a dedicated mailing list, etc. Something cleaner. For the moment is just open discussion. So, in conclusion, this project is under construction. We think it's something important to propose at the community. One of major objective we will try to go a step further. I already say of a simple intercomparison, but propose an evaluation, and from that given some recommendation and good practices for different users. The example, if you want compute transport, you should use not the interpolated grid, but native grid, etc. Some kind of good practice like that is something very important for us, because now people are downloading and we don't know who download, and it should be carefully used to have good result and to make good science. And last, the people, institute interested to join this effort are welcome. It could be because you are a producer and you have data to share and you want people look at your analysis, for example. It could be because you have planned some specific study and you are interested to have a framework to lead and to have access for different reanalysis. And also, maybe you are working on downstream application using Reanalysis, and you are happy to participate on this way. And I think that's all for me.